this for yourself, Ed. You don't have to do that.
Laugh at me.
All right, segment 10. Dignity is exemplified by Ricky Steamboat. That's what today says. That's how he introduces the segment.
Okay.
Come on, brother Skylar. You don't know what this is? It couldn't be more simple, brother Skylar. Do you want me to show Ricky Steamboat to the cat and have Ernest the Cat Miller tell you who he is? Because the cat's gonna get it.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm not as smart as you, Jimmy Time. We didn't all go to Hobble, Alabama College.
It's Dignity! Don't you even know Dignity when you see Ricky Steamboat?
You're spitting on me.
Steamboat is in the ring and he does the most dignified thing possible and panders for claps by saying, let me ask you something. Has this been one heck of a show? Huh? Are we all having a good time? Huh?
They got a little bit of a response.
He did. He got
a little bit of a response.
Well, it's Ricky Steamboat. You got to at least be...
Why was he wearing the ref shirt?
He was a ref in the...
That wasn't explained.
No.
He just came out and he was still wearing the ref shirt. I was like, is that from last week?
Or did he put it on prematurely?
Even though Jeff Jarrett was wearing a whole different attire in the last show and now has a whole different attire this show, but he's still wearing that ref shirt. I was so confused.
But not Sterling Martin or Sterling Marlin. He was still wearing his blue denim tuxedo from the last week, and he didn't change at all. He did not.
Well, come on, man! I only bring one pair of things. How many things I'm gonna bring, my man? So, hold on.
Power. So Ricky Steamboat introduces the NWA champion Ken Shamrock as today lists former champions that Shamrock has now joined the ranks of as the champion. We cut back to those same drunk girls from segment 1.
Yep.
They are in full woo mode, which is why I don't think they're plants.
They're gone.
Because they are in full
Well, they're always holding a cup in their hand.
Yeah.
And it's always at different levels.
That's what I mean.
Not always descending. Sometimes it's full again.
They're barely open. They the woo is what? they need to find the energy to get it out. So Steamboat immediately botches his promo once again by saying, this man has now joined the ranks of a very selected few wrestlers in the history of our business, that immortal line of wrestlers that are now... He is now known as the NWA Heavyweight Champion.
And then right at that point, he lost the entire promo.
Yeah.
Because he just started saying cliche lines and rambling. Like, they gave him a list of keywords to mention.
They can't take that away from you.
And he was just listing off the keywords he had to mention without even actually putting them in a sentence. I was like, what is he rambling about up there?
It gets worse, in my opinion, because then Shamrock gets on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to defend this belt with honor and pride. I have been all over the world.
And then in the middle of that, it cuts to the crowd and they're clapping, but you hear zero clapping.
That happens a lot. I gotta be honest. That happens a lot where I hear the crowd going, yeah. And I look at the crowd and I'm like, there's no one's moving. It's
dead quiet right now.
Nobody's moving. Yeah. So he goes, I have been all over the world. Japan. That's enough. Stops listening. I have been all over the United States. Puerto Rico. That's enough. Again, let me move on. I am the NWA champion. If you're behind me, I appreciate you. If not, kiss my ass.
It was a horrible promo. One of the worst promos I've ever heard. Yeah. It's probably got to be up there with the worst promos I've ever heard by a world heavyweight champion.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Bret Hart cuts a better promo than Ken Shamrock.
Well, yeah. Come on. How dare you hate Bret Hart like that? Who are you to doubt Bret Hart?
El Bret Harto. Yo. Count Vicky Guerrero enters the arena because we hear, excuse me, followed by stereotypical vampire pipe organ music.
And that was it. Just like it played him in.
Yeah, because there was no beat behind it. It was just the...
Excuse me.
What is that? Who is that?
Excuse me.
Very polite, whoever he is.
Pardon me.
He's already there talking.
Oh, okay. Father James Mitchell says he has to...
I'm already laughing because of what he says.
Everything he says is gold. Sometimes it's good gold, sometimes it's bad gold, but it's all gold.
He started a promo, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is the best promo of the whole both show so
Yeah.
far. This is wonderful. And as I was saying that, he said
It
the
had like
line.
it's like, ooh, it's a roller coaster of a promo, I guess, apparently. So he says that he had to interrupt the show to stop himself from vomiting. And he wants all you crackers in Huntsville to quiet down. I was just like, whoa!
He really called everyone a cracker.
Whoa! He announces that he's on a mission from God. Mind you, not your God, my God. And that mission is to control the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Okay. I mean, I'm not a god. What do I know? Mitchell says Ken Shamrock is the world's most dangerous man, so he challenges him to a match against one of his members of the Disciples of the New Church. And then he introduces Slash.
Don West ruined that, though.
What did he say?
Because he was like, and I got someone for you to fight. And Don was like, oh, I bet it's Malice.
Yeah.
He was like, and I'm going to tell him to come out right now. Oh, I hope it's Malice. You guys think it's Malice? I hope it's Malice. And then he's like, it's Slash. He's like, oh, Slash. And he was so disappointed.
Jesus.
I was like, way to ruin it.
All right. Doesn't matter. It gets worse because Shamrock immediately says, this is a joke, right? And he goes, let's go. I'll fight him right now. Keep in mind, right now, Ken Shamrock is wearing surfer shorts and sandals.
I saw that when he laid the belt down. I'm like, what are those shoes he's wearing? Like water shoes or
Yeah, like
sandals?
open-toed something, yeah. Mitchell says he wants Shamrock to face Malice, and Malice attacks Shamrock from behind, hits him with a huge choke slam, and then
Huge choke
yeah,
slam.
really big choke slam, and then chokes him until Mitchell calls him off. Music plays as Mitchell says, "Might is right, and the meek shall inherit nothing." Segment length 7 minutes 35 seconds. Your thoughts?
Oh, James Mitchell is so good on the mic.
Yeah.
He made me so interested. Everyone just starts saying things and talking, like Shamrock with his generic wrestling promo. But then he like starts somewhere, he brings you in. It's interesting the way he's saying it and the adjectives and words he uses. So I just love him and I can't wait. I love that he's going to be a main character without wrestling. Like he's going to have a whole stable of people, and that's my favorite kind of manager, where he's like, I want the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
For my group. Like
Right.
as long as someone in my group has it, that means I have it.
Right.
That's what I like. That's why I
Yes.
always liked what was his name?
Bobby Heenan?
Heenan, yeah, and then of the Horsemen.
Oh, JJ Dillon?
Dylan, yeah, JJ. I kept wanting to say Double J, but I'm like, that's Jeff Jarrett. But
Well, he
I
does
feel
have
like there
two
is two
Js,
J's.
yeah.
It was confusing me.
Double
yeah,
J Dillon. What?
yeah, where they also want the World Heavyweight title themselves personally.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah. My thoughts are I can't wait for, not necessarily next week, but just to have a TNA show without celebrities and like legends.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just the wrestlers on the show doing their thing. That's what
Yeah.
I want. I'm tired of seeing Jackie Fargo strut and hearing Steamboat mess up his lines and all that. Like,
It's funny because is this the next segment is the only part of both shows that I felt was a wrestling show, and I was like, this is what I want TNA to be, like the main event. That is,
Yeah.
I was like, all the like the hokey gimmicks coming out with Scott Hall. You got the NASCAR guys. You got who else do they have? What was the other people? Oh, Toby Keith, the singer.
NASCAR, the singer,
And then you had all these X Division guys finish it off, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking like the commentary's on point." Like I was just like, "Yeah, this is finally good."
No, yeah, it took them I guess real time 4 hours to
Yeah.
figure it out, but they kind of figured it out, and hopefully 3 will be better from a production standpoint.
Yeah.
But well, we're not really there yet. But yeah. So as we were saying, next is our main event.